I don't know. I would love to feel that though. I'll be like a DJ Khaled type happiness on IG. I'll be on IG all the time, just showing my happiness. This is my son. This is our plan. Look at the light. The light shining on me. And I love DJ Khaled. This might look like it's a play, but I like DJ Khaled.
Why do you say his name wrong?
I always say his name like that. I don't know why. It's Khaled. Khaled. The pod was up there pretty fucking high right now. If you guys hit that shit, would that fucking change you? Will the money change you in any way, shape, or form? And what would you do with that 600, 500 mil that you get to take?
I think for a fact, I think for a fact it's been known that people, there's a thing called like winning the lotto-itis or some shit like that. Like people change. It changes people, and sometimes in the worst way. And sometimes a lot of those people have that big up, and they also have that big fucking crash too when they run out of money. I've heard it's
because
really bad.
They're just blowing through that bitch fast as fuck. That's almost like the sports guys, the guys that get these big contracts and they don't know how to use their money right, and they're trying to teach sports or athletes like, yo, spend your money wisely, this and that and whatever. But yeah, back to go ahead.
There's a quote on how money changes you that I'm gonna botch because I don't really remember the quote, but it's like, money doesn't change you. Money just makes it easier to be the person that you really are.
I like that.
So it's like maybe those people didn't change at all. Maybe they were always a piece of shit, or maybe they were always really high, or maybe always really low, or whatever, right? But it's just that money allowed them to just be the person that they really are.
As the one up, there's one better than that. Money don't change you. Money changes the people around you.
Oh, that's a fact.
That's
a fact.
That's the one that because imagine, right? Like I hit the lotto. Doughboy's going to be blowing up my phone a little bit more. You know, Doughboy doesn't call me now, but Doughboy will start calling me, asking me how I'm doing. Pucho probably I think would be the same. Maybe not. I don't know. He might call me.
I know for a fact that if I hit the lotto, Tony would be blowing my phone up.
I would invite.
Wow, me?
Yeah. You always do this stuff.
I would never blow you up.
If I go on vacation, Tony would just magically start calling me. Like Tony has reasons to call me. He just wants to see what I'm up to, right? I think if I hit the lotto, he'd want to know what I was up to like every fucking day. Like, oh, what new city are you going to now? Oh wow,
you know what's crazy? Out of everybody here, I'm the only one that hits niggas up the most.
Yeah, I would prank Tony way more if Tony hit the lotto. Because then he would have so much money that he would just like these little inconveniences I'm tossing at him wouldn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. So he would get pranked way more.
Yeah, he'd be able to hire like the spirit guides to come in and like fucking purge his house of all Ouija boards and things like that. You could just like infest his house with Ouija boards.
That's beast. But yeah, I would love to hit that money. Hit it, and I would give people money. People that are close to me, my family and friends and shit. And then me and my wife and my son fucking get the fuck out of this country and just travel for a month or so. Just travel the world, man. Enjoy life.
With no suitcases, right?
No, I'm going to have a biohazard suit so I can be freely walking around these COVID-ass areas.
Yeah, like his claim was that he'd buy the clothes from the city he was visiting.
Exactly.
He wouldn't take his clothes. He'd just buy the clothes.
Yeah.
Tony's just gonna go around the world dressed as stereotypes though, because he said he's gonna dress whatever the local clothing style would be.
Yeah, I would just rock it out, bro. Like if I'm in Egypt, I'm rocking it. You know what I mean? If I'm in fucking Rome, do as the Romans do. Ooh,
he's gonna be in Hawaii with the little coconut shell bikini on that no one actually wears and the little grass skirt.
I'm down. I'm down with it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I would travel and then come back and buy a whole fucking land and build houses on it and then have all my people just live there so we can all just be happy as fuck. You know what I mean? That's it. Spend time with people I love and care and just, nigga, I got money. We rich. Like, let's have fun. Let's live it up. We grew up poor. Let's not die poor. Let's live it up.
What if we buy our own apartment building? Like a bougie apartment building, and we just all live in the same apartment. We could just party all the goddamn time.
That's why I say buy a land and build houses. Fuck an apartment, nigga. I got money. We can build houses on this shit, and We'll make our own community pool with our own fucking barbecue. Fucking like what?
I'll be tight. Doughy's not allowed.
No,
So
Doughy
there's
can't. Doughy can't.
He's gonna
Facts.
piss the pool, dude.
Facts.
This is a family pool, and you want to piss in it?
Doughy would have
So
his own kiddie pool.
So this idea reminds me of this thing I read about. Okay, so I think this place would be cool to go to on a trip. It's in Alaska, but I don't think it's like it's cool enough to go just in and of itself. Like it would have to be a full on like going to Alaska to go and see shit trip. But there is this town in Alaska that the entire town lives in one apartment, one apartment building. Because it's such a tiny little town that they just live in this one apartment building, and the apartment building, because it's Alaska, it gets cold and frozen and shit like that. So the apartment building is not just like their housing. There's also a supermarket inside of it. The bar is in there. The bowling is in there. Like everything for this town just exists in this apartment building.
That's dope.
It's craziness. Can you imagine meeting someone at the bar? And I guess you probably wouldn't meet them because there's only like 500 people in the town or something. But you meet someone at the bar, and instead of giving them your address, you're like, oh yeah, I'm just up on the 3rd floor.
I'm in 328. You should stop by.
I mean, I would honestly would like to be in the same. Could you imagine our pod now? Like with me hitting the lotto or anyone hitting the lotto, our pod would fucking just be 10 times better. We'll be in person, live.
We could buy all the followers and subscribers we wanted. Just have those fake ass bot ones.
Yeah.
Rate my picks. You won't believe what's in my story.
I hate those shits. Them shits are so terrible. What would you do, Mateo? Like other than buying an apartment, like would you travel, live life on the edge?
I'd probably get some traveling in. I don't know, man. Like I don't think that I'm the type to where I would buy like a crazy car or something. I'd buy a Tesla. I don't think a Tesla is too crazy to buy.
Teslas are nice.
It's not anything. It's not like a Lambo or anything. I'm not going to park a Lambo out in the parking lot or something.
Shit could be a Lambo.
But I'd get a Tesla or something like that. I'd like electric cars. I might import a Honda E. That'd be cool. Those little
ones,
looking,
right? Yeah.
I like the look of them.
Isn't it a 1-seater?
It's 2 with a bench in the back, a tiny little bench in the back. I think.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, because I seen that. I'm like, yo, these shits look so fucking weird. So weird, but I don't think a man like me of my size could fit in that shit.
No, you wouldn't be able to. Dude, my Saab, when all of us were loaded in that Saab was struggling on some of those hills.
It was almost like Pucho's Roach in a way. When me, Doughboy, and him would be in it, that shit would be like struggling.
Now, I'd probably put together some kind of a college fund or trust fund or something for my nieces and nephews. I'm not in a lot of debt, but I'd get rid of the tiny little bit of debt that I have. Pay off my car or something, buy something fancy, like a Tesla. Nothing crazy, man. I don't know. I can't even fathom that amount of money anyway. Like,
yeah, that's the thing too, though. Like, just seeing you're not gonna see the cash, but just knowing like you could spend 100,000 and be happy right now, easily, and be happy for like the rest of the year. Like, you don't even make 100,000. What? The general mass. I'm not gonna get in your pockets per se, but the general mass don't make 100,000. I don't make 100,000 a year. So just getting 100,000 like that in one day to me is a fucking mind blowing. Like, I don't know. I would love to feel that though. I'll be like a DJ Khaled type happiness on IG. I'll be on IG all the time, just showing my happiness. This is my son. This is our plan. Look at the light. The light shining on me. And I love DJ Khaled. This might look like it's a play, but I like DJ Khaled.
Why do you say his name wrong?
I always say his name like that. I don't know why. It's Khaled. Khaled. But no.
You're saying DJ Khaled, like California. Like.
No. But no, I like money would change me in a happy way. For sure. Money's going to change everybody. I don't know about Dobo. I think Dobo would still have that $99 subscription of Pornhub, but
yeah, you guys aren't ready for me with my millions of dollars because that shit's going to change me.
Oh my God. Doughy's going to walk out with that Tesla sex bot that he's going to pay Elon Musk to make special for him.
Yo, not only that, there's going to be the Doughy subscription. Y'all going to know me. I'm going to have all the genres on my website. I'm going to run the biggest porn industry in the world.
You're gonna be what's that animal what's the bird that he wants to fuck? He's gonna be fucking the Castleworth, or what was it called?
Cassowary.
Yeah, you're gonna be fucking animals.
Unfortunately, bestiality is not legal in America, so we can't do those types of things.
Oh my god, this man said, "Unfortunately."
I don't even know the rules on BC. So all those porns where there be like animals in the scenes that gets filmed like out of America.
Not in America.
No idea.
Not in America. I'm just saying, like I've come across these things.
No, because there's places like Mexico.
I'm
just saying, there's Mexico. There's donkey shows, supposedly. I've never heard of them before. Never been to one. I've also heard that in places like Hungary and places like that, there's stuff going on, and also South America.
Huh? That's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah.
So Derek and I, like years ago, we were talking. There was like a big Powerball too, and we were talking about the crazy things you could do with money, like the ridiculous off the wall things you could do with just that amount of cash. And we're like, the pranks you could pull on your buddies would be ridiculous. Like your buddy walks out and there's just like a steamroller just rolling over their fucking car. And then like you're like, oh, but I bought you a brand new one. Here's a brand new car right
Honestly,
here.
I like that, Mateo. I like that a lot. I could see myself doing I would just pull up to Pucho's house, be like, yo, what up, Pooch? And Johnny Knoxville the fuck out of his car, and he'll just be sitting there like, yo, what the fuck? He might. I don't know what he would do. I don't know what
fight you.
You would fight me, not knowing that I have a car right there down the street that just now yours.
Car.
Yeah, I don't. It's I have sentimental value with my stuff. Okay, so like my stuff, it's my shit. Like I wouldn't want you to come in and just fucking like destroy things. Like I don't know. I feel like while you could do that, it's discounting all the extra value that people put on things, not due to the actual cost or whatever. Like it's like, imagine I had a car that I worked every fucking day keeping it pristine, and you just steamroll it. It's like,
yeah, he rolls up in a tank and just runs over the car.
I just literally pictured myself running full speed through this man's front door and breaking it down middle of the day without him knowing I'm showing up, just running full speed, bust down the door, and how shocked that he would be that I came in like a fucking Hawaiian punch man and just destroyed his front door.
The Hawaiian punch man,
like the fruit punch guy, the Kool-Aid guy.
He meant fruit punch.
Yeah. My bad.
I'm like Hawaiian punch.
I don't know where
I'm
I
like,
came
what
with that
the
shit.
fuck is he talking about?
I stay watching shit.
Hawaiian punch, like the one punch man, Hawaiian punch man. I'm like, well, it took me a second to realize that you meant the fruit punch.
The fruit punch guy, the Kool-Aid guy.
Tony would bust in through that door and he would go through and husk proof everything in your house, and he'd have a full on contracting crew behind him, just coming behind him and fixing everything that he's breaking as he goes through.
Facts. That's what I want.
He busts through the door. They're immediately over there hanging a new door up in your doorway.
And I will make a diaper that's waterproof for Doughboy so he could be able to swim in pools with us and not pee in the pool.
You would invent
something that would hold your urine, because you fucking urinate so much that this thing needs to be able to withstand the water absorption and your piss absorption.
I think his urination has actually gotten better. He very rarely leaves the camera now on our podcast.
No, he just pisses in a bottle right underneath his desk right now.
Oh. I wasn't aware of this.
He's on his Cartman shit. Like,
is he
playing World of Warcraft, just taking shits, pissing, Mom! Eating.
Mom,
yeah, that's fucking terrible. I don't know. For me, I'd quit my job in a heartbeat if I hit the lotto. Like if I hit like that much money, I'd quit my job and I would just try to fill my day with hobbies. I feel like we had a variation of this conversation at some point, but
maybe we have.
Either way,
it sounds very familiar.
I would say, Pooch, you would need to find a nutritionist. That's what I would do, so I can lose weight. I'll have like a fitness chick or a dude there, and also a chef that's just straight fucking cooking me some banging healthy foods.
But you already had your turn. Why you didn't say this on your turn? Why are you saying this on my turn?
I just keep cutting into everybody's shit because you guys are giving me ideas.
I'm 100% with you. I would hire a chef to cook me nothing but delicious, healthy, balanced meals. You know what I'm saying? Get your health in check. I'd hire a personal trainer. I mean, think about it, right? The reason why we're so lazy about all the things that we could be doing with our lives, a lot of times it's just like, all right, you're being lazy or whatever. But I feel like most of the time it's like you only have limited time and you have all these other things you want to do. So you're just prioritizing, what fulfills you in life, right? And sweating at the gym for 2 hours isn't the most fulfilling for most people. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't got no job no more, now it's like, all right, I can wake up in the morning, hit that workout, and still have, all these hours in the day for me to do other things that I enjoy.
Man, that exact thing came to mind the other day because I was watching. I came in this various YouTube hole that I was in this past week. I came across this video of Jerry Seinfeld like arguing with this guy, and this guy was like, "You're doing so many things." He's like, "You got TV shows, you're doing stand up, blah blah blah." He's like, "How do you find the time to do this?" And Jerry Seinfeld gives the very like millionaire answer, which is, "I have 24 hours in my day, just like you." Because that's always like the response. It's like we have the same amount of time, but it's bullshit. It's a flawed argument because, as Buchel said, these people have personal chefs and like all this little shit that just eats up so much of your day. They just have people taking those tasks away from them. They have personal assistants that bring them meals and food. They don't have to even get up from their desk to stop working on their project or whatever the fuck they're doing.
Yo, my line of work, I've seen dogs that have better lives than me. That fucking like have a greater amount of attention being put on them than even me. I'm like, damn, this dog gets everything.
That's nuts. That's craziness.
Yeah.
I've never tried to compare my quality of life to a dog.
Right.
That's beast.
I mean, it'd be like that though. They're getting banging meals. They're getting walked all the time. They're getting pet. You know how Doughy loves to get pet. Like all these things that he's not getting those qualities in his life, but the dog is. It's kind of fucked.
Airbud has like 5 different mansions.
Yep, he plays like 5 different sports.
I love that movie growing up.
Top class in a number of sports. So
that was the only dog that everybody wanted, but couldn't really afford.
That fucking dog. Fuck Airbud. I had a cool ass dog, right? A lab in a pit. Yeah, Shadow was my dog. Now I got Apollo. Apollo's the boy too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about back then. I don't compare Apollo to Airbud because Airbud, is he relevant?
There's only one. Yeah,
I heard Airbud used performance enhancing drugs anyway.
Piece of shit.
There's only one dog that could withstand Doughboy's bullshit every day, and that was Snowball. My dog, Snowball. Bro, it's crazy. I saw a dog like him the other day, though, and I was like, damn, that's Snowball. Because, Snowball would be the only dog that can literally smoke and inhale as much as Doughboy and be okay throughout the fucking day. It's like he became numb. Like, he got so used to... Man, that dog was so chill. So fucking chill.
Because it sounded like you hotboxed this dog all day.
Bro, the dog is white as my shirt, but his eyes is red as fuck.
Fucking bloodshot. I'm like, that shit, that's fucking animal abuse.
That's animal abuse. That nigga had no oxygen.
Nah. Yeah, that house was a smog.
Yeah. It was cool though, man. That dog was so chill. I never met a dog first time and not be worried about it biting me. That dog was just so fucking laid back.
Yeah, he was awesome. I love
Snowball. Bit me once.
No.
He'll nip.
Oh, he was probably.
I had to take care. Me and my mother took care of Snowball for a little bit once. I don't remember. Doughy left town, and it was nice because my Shadow had passed away like somewhat recently, and then having Snowball around the house, my mom felt like a sense of like I don't know, like comfort or something. Like it was kind of like going back to like a little time when she had her dog in the house all the time. So it was cool.
How big was Shadow?
She still talks about Snowball all the time. She's still like every now and again she'll bring Snowball up. So
how big was Shadow? I never met the dog.
He was like 80, 90 pounds or something. He was a big fucking dog.
It's a big dog. Hey, so to loop it back.
Yeah.
Question for y'all. Y'all hit this Powerball. Are you letting people know that you hit the Powerball? Or are you going to pick up your shit anonymously?
Absolutely not. I'm going to come with a mask on. On TV with a mask.
I'm even afraid to tell my family I hit the Powerball.
Facts.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've heard someone was telling me the other day that like their approach to it would be they hit this big Powerball, right? And they write the people in their lives they care about, like the close friends, family that they want to hook up. They can write them a check for like $50,000 or something. They're like, this is your money. Don't hit me up. Don't ask me. Don't come to me with a business idea. Don't like
$50,000. What's the amount of money you hitting?
Wait, why does that matter?
That's my problem.
I hate this so much.
No, listen.
This is a sense of entitlement that I cannot.
Listen. Hear me out.
Nah,
if
fuck
I hit
that.
500 million, I would feel like a piece of shit hitting Pucho with 50,000. Hitting Mateo with 50,000.
I'm not entitled to any of your money.
You're
You hit
not
me with
entitled.
50 grand?
I'm telling you what I would feel like. I hit 500 million. I'll be okay with the rest, and my child will be okay with $100 million for the rest of our lives. I hit $500 million. I'm not gonna give you the world, but I'm not gonna give you 50,000. You make 50,000 in a year easily. I'm gonna give you a cool 2.5. You know, some in the millions. I got to give you in the millions at least. You know, 50,000.
What would I
I
get?
would give you the same amount. I would give you guys equal shares. No, it's dead ass. I would.
That's respectable.
If anything, if I was honestly respectable, if I was smart, I'll give you a business and let you run it so you can make your own money for the rest of your life and create family wealth.
I would give Tony 1% less than I gave everyone else, but I would tell him that I gave him 50% more. And I would just wait to see when this situation came up, how long Tony would last before he casually dropped that he had gotten more money than everyone else.
It'd be days. Within days.
This
we
don't
exactly know that Tony got more money, but then when he says the amounts, we'll learn. Damn, he actually got less. That'd be hilarious.
I would call everybody like, yo, did Mateo give you out money? Because he just gave me money. And then I would ask how much, and then I would find out. And then the money that I would get, I would use to kill this man. Facts.
So he just paid you out 50 grand, and you're gonna kill him because he gave someone else 55 grand.
Facts. That's a disrespect. So you didn't honor my friendship.
What I also find that hilarious because it touches when you said you give everybody equal shares. You're gonna give everybody equal shares. I know plenty of people that would be pissed off. Like if I gave my mother, like, say $10 million, right? Let's just say she'd be more than happy with the $10 million.
Of course.
If I told her that I also gave Tony $10 million, she'll be tight at me.
Really?
She'll be tight at you for what?
Because she feels like she's above you in our relationship.
She's your mother, yeah.
She should probably get more money, right? And I'm using my mother as an example, not like in the reality. Like I know plenty of people that would go down that exact same avenue.
I can see Josie saying
pissed
that.
Off.
I can see your mother saying that though.
Yeah, my mother's like, "What the fuck did Tony do to get?"
Exactly. I can feel her. I can feel that.
I gave birth to you. I bought all your shit. You like video games? I bought you video game, right?
I fed you bastards all your life and your friends. Yeah, I can see her saying that. Like, why?
I find that interesting. That like, yeah, I don't know. It's like people have a sense of entitlement over other people's shit. Which is why I probably wouldn't tell people that I got money.
Doughboy would definitely give people different amounts based on their friendships. 100%. Don't tie-eye me. You know exact. No, I just said I would give y'all equal shares.
Us, but what about other friends? You giving every friend the same amount? I wouldn't imagine. All right.
I don't think.
Some people are gonna be less.
I don't think I would either. Honestly, like I think that would be a. Props to the person that is able to answer truthfully and say yes to that everyone just gets an equal share, because no, like that's not.
And on this list, like, because you're gonna make this list on paper, right? You're gonna, or on a computer, whatever. You're gonna have the list.
You have to delete this list immediately after you figure it out. This list has to cease to exist. No one can ever find this list,
because at this point, who do you put on this list now, right? Like you obviously you put family, and sometimes some family members you'd be like, fuck you, but it's family, close friends, and then where? That's it. And then that's it. You're drawing the line there.
Are you putting every family member, or are you gonna put like all right, uncle, you get this dough. That's up to you to split that with your family. Like you're giving it to households.
No. I'm giving them individually.
No, you can't trust anybody.
You give it a household, they're gonna fight amongst each other. Yeah, you can't do that.
How you can't? I don't know. That's tough. Then for anybody underage, you're gonna have to make a fund. This is going to be the most complicated division of money of all time.
The thing is,
you would hire an accountant immediately, like an accountant, a lawyer. You'd get some kind of legal team going to figure out that to help you figure this shit out.
I'm gonna do a very hot take. The only people that are in my life are the people that are getting money. You not in my life? You're not gonna
Okay,
get no money.
that's not a hot.
That's it.
That's not a hot take. That's what we're all
You know
saying.
what I'm saying?
I'm not giving people
but
who are-
I'm just saying, even my cousins. I mean,
Yeah, we got big ass. We got big ass families.
That sounds crazy though.
I have
because
uncles
I love
and
my
aunts that I
cousins
haven't
to death.
seen. Dale.
Maybe sorry, dude.
No, you're fine.
Cutting and stacking. That man's cutting. I'm gonna call you cut stacker. Because you cutting and then you stacking on top of niggas' conversations.
Nah, I was adding to what he said. It sounded like he stopped and then he just kept talking. So I ceded ground. That's on me.
Go though.
All right. I have tons of family that I don't talk to. All right. I have uncles and aunts that I haven't seen in. I got an uncle I haven't seen in like 20 years. It's like, well, I'm like,
go out
I'm
of
gonna
my
have
way.
to give like you have to give that person money off the strength that that's like, yeah, that's that's my parent's sibling. You know what I'm saying? Now my parent might feel hurt that I didn't like. You get those types of pressures, right?
I
But
got
it's
no
like
pressure.
deep down, if it was for me, yeah.
I got no pressures from any of that. There's so many people getting cut out of this. There's people that aren't going to get a single damn dime, and then they're going to be pissed off when I give like $1 million to Planned Parenthood and to like immigration like charities and whatnot.
I find that interesting because like in the past you made the argument like if you have like a girlfriend, like a significant other, let's say, and so you have family members that don't want to accept them, that you're just you're willing to like cut that family off. In a sense, you may be doing that to other family members, like like say your mom has a sibling they love to death, but to you, you're like, I ain't giving them shit. Like in a sense, like you're kind of telling your mom that you don't accept the people in her life. So like I don't know. That's what I would feel, those types of pressures. Like because like I love my mother. Like I kind of feel a sense of obligation to love the people that she loves.
You just gave your mother 10 million. Tell her to go give them some of that money.
That would be my argument on that. It's like you have enough money to give whoever you think. If you want to help every single family member that you've ever interacted with, go for it. That's your money to do with as you please.
Like there's people, I talk to you guys more than I talk to some of my family members.
Same.
That's surprising because you don't talk to me very much, Tony.
Doughboy, because every time I called you on the way home to see how you guys were doing and just talk shit, you complain. Oh, you only call me because you aren't going home. I'm like, so I stopped calling you. I call Pucho, and I'll probably call Mateo before I call you. That's just simple as that.
We need a follow up for the audience on our experiment that we've been doing.
Oh yes, the chat.
What is everyone's take on this? Has it actually helped communication? Has it hurt? I've got a complaint about it. For those that don't know, if you're a new listener, we decided to stop using text messages in our group chat and just do voice messages. There was lots of infighting. Usually tones were being misinterpreted through text. So we thought, we were curious if this would help or not.
And it has helped. My stink about it. Go ahead.
I think it has. I am just annoyed that I don't have an easy way to know when the messages are actually relevant to any conversation I'm having. And it's a pain in the ass when you come back and there's 40 voice messages. It's like, well, now I've got to spend 20 minutes listening to 20 minutes of messages.
Yeah, Tony's dumbass over here is like, I'm not listening to them.
I told him, I was like, if it's something, if it's, bro, because I come back to like 40 something messages. And so if there's something
the group
that needs
chat about the podcast, if you look through it, 99% of the conversation is about the podcast. How are you going to just make the decision of, hey, I'm not listening to 30 messages. Fuck it.
All right,
and
so
then
maybe I should
complain. If you get confirmation, it's like, bitch, because you didn't listen to the goddamn message where I specifically said, Tony, do you agree? Never get anything back. Just sucks.
Maybe I should say that maybe I'm not going to listen to Doughboy's messages because half of Doughboy shit that he posts is just fucking nonsense.
I like when
I'm fucking with you though. It's just that you're so fucking quiet.
I like when Doughy forgets that we're doing voice chat only and he puts a text message in and then he's like, oh shit. And then he records a voice message saying the exact same thing as the text.
It's so dumb. I'm like, why would he do that?
I just wish that Messenger made a thing to where you can just hit play and hear all of it at one time instead of me having to click on each fucking one. That shit to me is annoying.
That feature needs to be added in. That is very annoying. Signal has that option where you just press play and it goes through all the messages. Oh. I don't know why Facebook Messenger doesn't have that.
Yeah, I mean, so I think I agree with Mateo. I think that one of the downsides is visually you could scan through text and know what's relevant to whatever you're interested in, and kind of go, all right, yeah, they're talking some bullshit, not super important. Or even like some of the longer fucking voice messages where someone records 40 fucking seconds of talking, it's like, fuck, like I could read through this in like 10 seconds. So it's like the fact that I gotta wait 40 seconds for someone to say something, it feels like I'm wasting my time.
That's you and Doughboy with your 40-second fucking long voices.
Yeah, I've recorded long messages. Tony, if you go through, you've recorded 3 messages, 1 minute long, and like 20 seconds. I've seen it.
It's quick. We don't need to be
1 minute is the maximum. Time
I've
that
never
you could
done
record.
1 minute.
Yeah.
If I have, my bad.
And it was a minute with 20 seconds of silence in between your words. Like, and it's like, God, like, and there's no slide. Like, I can't just like click through it. It's just play or pause. That's all you get.
Now that I know that's a little annoying, I might troll a little bit on that. But then again, people won't listen to my voice, so that's probably not a good idea.
He's just gonna call you up while he's eating.
I did a voice message where I was eating. Tony called it out. I was like, Doughy, you're fucking bugging. You're fucking bugging, my friend.
All I heard was lip smack. And then the other day, Doughboy fucking goes and messages us while he's using the restroom accidentally. He does a voice chat. I was like, yo, what the I'm at work. I'm about to go in a meeting, and this man hits me with a voice chat. I'm like, what a dick.
He's taking a nice shit. Hit us with a nice voice chat. We're like, all right, buddy. Yeah. But I think it's definitely helped for the arguments. I think there's some downsides. Like even just now or yesterday, Tony made an accusation about me not having, like, the conversation didn't go through the proper channels or whatever. And I had to scroll back through and play messages and then be like, okay, I remember it was slightly before this. And you know, it took a little bit of effort trying to pinpoint like where in the messages a piece of conversation had. So I think for archiving purposes, it's kind of not very good. But I think it's super effective for the intended goal, which is like, can we minimize some of the
tone arguments?
Yeah, the arguments where you don't exactly know how someone's coming off, right? I think for those things it's been super helpful.
Yeah.
And maybe a lesson for the future is we could go to text, and as soon as we see the conversation getting a little spicy, you go switch to voice. Like, we need to hear these tones. Like, and maybe maybe that's the move. You know what I'm saying? You know, like the military dudes, right? They go like comms off, right? But now we're going comms on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I like that, actually. I think that's a good...
You should make a GIF for that, Mateo, and just be like, comms on, comms off with Doughboy's picture. And just every time shit gets out of hand, comms on. We got to just go to voice or, you know, back and forth.
I've also been very annoyed when people just fucking forget that we're... Tony and Doughy have been atrocious at this. You're just sending messages. I'm just like, nah, man, we're doing the voice. And it's not even that bad. It's just, I don't know why it annoys me, but it annoys the shit out of me. When I see a message, I'm like, come on, man.
I did it yesterday because I was trying to put little man to sleep, so I couldn't really talk.
I figured out that was the reason. Like, with the second you were like giving short answers, I was like, Tony's putting the baby to sleep.
Little nap.
You've definitely done it by accident, Tony. It's a fact.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying yesterday because I thought you were talking about the other day specifically, so I was just
like, I did it the other day too. Right. I said, look, I'm writing a message. Like, I know I'm trying to write this out real quick. Like, you know, I broke the rules myself.
What is your take on it, though? You've been very quiet up there.
Super quiet.
I felt like I wanted to tell you guys what I'd do with the money. I felt like the porno shit was weak answer.
Oh, what would you do? We can bring it back. This is all one topic.
I'd get like, definitely gotta buy my mom's a house in Florida. Get her help that she needs, and then like I'd buy myself a separate place and stuff like that. I want a lot of animals. I want like a bunch of dogs, a bunch of
Let's wrap it
cats,
up here. Let's
a
wrap
bunch
it
of
up.
animals. I like animals.
It's like this in conjunction with the previous comments is like...
No, not like that. Like I would like, and I'd get all the people in the world to help me out and stuff like that. But yeah.
Oh, you want to be like the Joe Exotic?
Oh,
not like that. I'd like to have a few dogs, like 4 dogs.
So the question is, does money change you? But you're saying you're gonna buy a lot of animals.
I would.
So my new question is: does having a lot of animals change you?
Probably, but
Like these Joe Exotics, like once they get all these animals, they become fucking weirdos. Who's the other guy? He had a sex harem.
Oh man,
yo, that shit was crazy.
There is
that one guy. He was annoying to look at, though.
There is definitely a cat threshold, and you go over that cat threshold, and you become a weird cat person.
Yes.
What is it? More than 3 cats?
I think it's
keep
4.
it under. Yeah, I think you'd have to keep it under 3.
I think 3 might be the magic number. I think that we're all spot on there.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got 3 cats. It's like, all right, you're 1 away from being a weird cat person.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, yeah, fucking. What else though? Instead of grabbing all these animals, what else do you want?
I'd like to start doing stuff. I would like build my own amusement park. Doughy's World.
Oh my god, Action Park.
Doughy's World, but it'd have a wet and a dry side and stuff like that.
Everything goes back to porn with you. This is sickening.
No, every amusement park has a wet, dry side.
Like
it could be, you know what?
Dry side.
It could be.
Side.
It could be the first porn themed amusement park.
You walk in. It's like you got the pink on one side, you got the brown on the other side. You got to pick your poison. Are you going dry or are you going wet?
You put food coloring in all the water and shit.
Could you imagine if like all the like the water park was all like just pink lubrication, just like pink lube, just like.
The log slide has a penis and it goes into a big bitch.
Big mouth, like
Definitely not kid friendly. Definitely,
of course. 18 and up.
Doughy's Playland, the stickiest place in town.
I like that. Doughy's Playland. That's disgusting. I wouldn't go to that shit.
It's gonna be shut down in 1 week.
I feel like you have to go for the spectacle. Like you just have to see it with your own eyes.
All the weirdos you get going there, though. Like I can only imagine what type of weird shit.
Yeah, weirdos need amusement parks too. Okay.
Oh my god! Every stall just has a glory hole in it.
Yo, that's terrible. Oh my god. Like every stall has 3 glory holes. Like you get the stall to your left, the stall to your right, and the other wall is to the bathroom of the opposite sex. So you get to get jiggy with whoever.
You go into the stall, you look into the toilet, there's somebody looking back.
Oh my god. This is sickening. All right.
He's dying over there.
Well, for all the listeners and the viewers that lasted this long in this episode,
we're sorry.
We apologize. Super 100%. But more importantly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that follow. Hit the like on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Angel Fire, whatever it was called earlier today.
Add us on AOL Instant Messenger.
We're all on all that. Add us. And thank you for your support. And like always, people, go one up yourself. Peace.